brings meat preservation back into fashion when he shows how easy it is to cure your own ham.
You needn't break the bank for highly priced champagne, says Richard Weiss, as he pours a selection of worthy alternatives.
And to keep that wine cool and sparkling for longer, consumer excellent Sarah Sysum brings the latest in wine gadgets.
Today's seasonal ingredient is the wonderful John Dory, which you tend to find off the west coast. The best comes off the west coast of England. Now, it's a fish which is long and narrow like that and swims upright in the sea. It looks like a sole, but only upright. And it has very quietly confident.
My money's on you.
Quite right. Well, thank you very much, Tom. You're a friend and a gentleman. Anyway, here's what else is coming up in the cafe.
If you're unsure whether your wine is worth cellaring or simply want to cool down a bottle of white quite quickly, Sarah Sysum might have the gadget for you.
And wine consultant Richard Weiss will be cooling us down when he pours his suggested alternatives to champagne.
So we're back to John Dory, this beautiful looking fish. Matthew had the fillets. I mean, look at that.
Friday, and the results will be announced on the website.
In a moment, we'll be sampling sparkling wine that's just as good as, if not better than, champagne. Before that, Sarah Sysum's brought along a selection of the latest innovations in wine gadgets.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, these are all brand new. I think we'll start with this one. Summer, we want to keep our drinks cold, our beer and our wine.
Yeah.
This is the Maytag Handy Chiller from drinkstuff.com. It's $59.99, and it works on the basis that you put lots of water and lots of ice in it.
So you need ice to start.
You need ice to start, but the big thing about this is if you put a bottle of wine in your freezer, it would take a long time. You're talking about 2-3 hours to chill a bottle really down. This takes 3.5 minutes.
Okay, well, so we have done 3 minutes before, so we're going to give it 20 more seconds to see if it does it. But the only problem is that, going back to that ice thing, is that when you want, if you wanted a cold drink, even white wine, just get some ice and pour it in a glass or put it in the fridge.
But I think what's really great about this is that you can chill sparkling wine down as well.
Okay.
It looks like the wine is going round and round and round, and although the bottle is going around, the wine is actually doing a rocking movement like that, so it doesn't actually build up any pressure.
If you think I'm going to put my Pudding Montrachet 83 into that, I
think you should, Matthew. I think you should.
Tonight, it's cold.
Oh, that is very cold, you see?
Cold. Ice cold. Ice wine.
Well, what I've got next here is a serious bit of kit. It's called the Preserver Bag. It's £145. Now, before you balk at the price, Matthew, I can see your face there. It's from waitersfriend.com, and the idea is you're preserving your wine so you can have it for much longer. I mean, the idea of these was invented for perhaps a cafeteria or somewhere where they want to keep their wines. What the idea is, the still wine, it will take the oxygen out of, so it will stop the oxidisation process. With a sparkling wine like we have here, it will actually add oxygen back in.
Should we see if it works though?
Shall we? Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. I've got one here that we can open up in a minute, but this is how you do it. You unscrew, you've got your cap, you put it on there, so it's loose, you screw it up.
And this is a bottle of sparkling wine, so we're going to keep the sparkle in this.
Absolutely. So with this, it's actually going to put the oxygen back in.
Okay.
So it will try and bubble. So make it as tight as you possibly can.
Right.
And then you get hold of this device here, and making sure it's on the blue, you press. Brilliant. Thanks, Tom.
And that is just pushing air into...
It's pushing air into the bottle. It takes about a minute. You do have to squeeze fairly hard.
So about a minute. Does it tell you when you?
Yeah, after a minute. So imagine a minute's up. A little red light will come on there.
Brilliant.
It will tell you that it's got enough oxygen. It might be more than a minute. It actually works out.
Depending
it's clever technology. It actually works out for you exactly how much.
No. So how long is it supposed to give you your champagne fizz for?
2 weeks.
Okay, so we've got a bottle here,
which we just did over a week ago.
With the amazing forethought that distinguishes Market Kitchen.
Absolutely.
Let's open it up. Sarah, open it up. Let's see.
Explode.
I must say, I can't even get the top.
No, it's coming.
Is it?
No.
Having to work hard.
Oh, there you go.
It sounds a bit of a fizz.
And there you go.
Let's have a taste, Matthew.
Hang on, we've got to get the thing off
You have
first.
to get the thing off.
It seems to be unbelievably complicated, actually.
Well,
I think it's just easy to finish the bottle myself.
Well, absolutely, maybe like that. But it'd be interesting to see how it would cope with still wine.
That's fizzy.
That is definitely fizzy, man.
Yeah, it is.
Tom, that's definitely fizzy. Moving on, though, I do like this. This is for the serious wine buyer.
What is it?
It's called the Clef du Vin. The Clef du Vin.
Oh, yes.
Wine key in French.
Thank you very much. No, in English. Oh, in English. Good try, but no.
Nice try. £65, and it's from aroundwine.co.uk. It looks like a fancy keyring.
Yeah. What's it
And
do?
you're wondering what the heck it does. Basically, wine works by the oxidisation process, I like to call it.
Okay. You have the two glasses there.
We have.
So you put it into the wine.
Yeah, and if you you put it into the wine, and this little alloy, which is all painted to
Yeah.
you put it in, and if you dip it in for a couple of seconds, so say that was, what, 1 second?
Yeah.
It changes the organoleptic properties, which are the taste and the aroma. But the idea of it is that you think, well, actually 1 second's not enough, so you'll dip it in for 2 seconds. 2 seconds is equivalent to 2 years.
Got it.
So 1 year is equivalent aging.
Clearly, my palate is not sufficiently distinguished, frankly, so to be able to make that
This is a serious piece of kit. It really is for somebody who wants to go off and do wine tastings.
Thank you very much indeed, Sarah. After the break, we'll be sampling some great sparkling wines, perfect for summer sipping, with wine consultant Richard Weiss.